Today, I'm going to teach you how to create trippy and cinematic shots using your RS 1-inch 360 camera. The first shot I'm going to show you how to create is the subway time warp effect. All you need is a subway car with long corridors and your 360 camera. Let's jump right in. Start by attaching your 360 camera to the invisible selfie stick. Then, adjust your camera's exposure. Because you're shooting in a controlled environment, it's best to adjust all these settings manually so that they're locked in. I'm purposefully selecting a colder white balance to make this look more futuristic, having a Blade Runner aesthetic to it, which I can further exaggerate in post. Head to the end of the subway car, or wherever you want your shot to begin, and then walk in as straight a line as you can manage towards the other end of the subway. I'm keeping the 1-inch 360 camera at about chest height and walking very smoothly to avoid any bumps or sudden movements to the camera. You might have to do this a few times if people get in the way, but it's worth getting it right in camera. Once you're happy with what you captured, we're going to load it into Insta360 Desktop Studio. From here, you can select if you want to create a 16:9 or 9:16 composition for TikTok or Instagram. The first thing you want to do is trim your in and out points. Then start adding keyframes. Add keyframes at the beginning and end, then start playing around with keyframes in between those two to affect the field of view or FOV control. This is going to change the perspective of your frame and make it seem like the image is going into warp drive. You can add additional keyframes to add rotation to really make your shot look surreal. Once you're happy with that movement, you can change the keyframe interpolation between frames by clicking on the yellow line and selecting one of the easy ease curves to smooth out the motion. The last thing you have to do is time remap your footage. You can do this by clicking on the lightning bolt icon in the app and dragging the red bounding box on the portions of the timeline that you want to speed up. Then, simply click on the red area to bring up the speed multiplier and find a speed that works for you. I would recommend a minimum of 8x or 16x for a greater effect. Make sure to keep motion blur off, as you want the smearing edges of the frame to be clear for this effect to work. Export your finalized shot and then bring it into your editing app of choice to color grade, add music, and sound design. This will really help sell the effect. If you want to try out another trippy effect with your 360 cam, try lowering your extended selfie stick into some unique architecture, and then simply raise it over your head. In Insta360 Desktop Studio, all you have to do is add a few keyframes to distort the shot from an inverted fisheye to tiny planet. Add a keyframe curve to smooth out the motion just like before, and adjust the timing to line up with the start and the end of the movement. With less than a few minutes of shooting time, you've got yourself a unique and iconic shot that is sure to be a scroll stopper on social media. Make sure to subscribe to Insta360's YouTube channel because they're always posting new tips and tricks. And check me out on Instagram, @Jon Simo. Until next time, be good, stay creative.